Hello and welcome to you all as our coverage of the opening fixture of the International Champions Cup gets underway. It is a slightly new concept for some of you, but it is a special invitation event held both stateside and in Asia, as it has been since 2013. Interest in the competition has been phenomenal. It has drawn in crowds of over 100,000, which signal again that football is indeed a worldwide sport. It presents a rare opportunity for fans who cannot travel to watch their clubs or their favourite players to see them right on their own doorstep. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. Near hysteria generated everywhere that these teams have gone. A lot of young faces amongst the crowds. These are the next generation of fans.
Yes, Peter, as you have intimated, a great stage for both clubs. A chance for supporters to see their team up close and personal too. And indeed an opportunity to grow the fan base and of course expand into new markets. The success of these events is triggering more, and it's wonderful to know that there's a huge appetite to keep them coming, and I hope they do.
And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps, and we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Menu. Šeško. Ito gets over and intercepts. Ugarte. Well, of course, this is the first really big game of pre-season, and so, Jim, the manager's actions and his statements, his tactics, his thoughts...
Well, it just goes to show you, Peter, the level of expectation and interest.
Scrutiny.
Yeah, I mean, they really want to hit the ground running, so as much as there's so much excitement around, there's also added pressure.
Olise, and the finish! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Matheus Cunha. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Looks up, he goes! Couldn't quite control it.
Šeško really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed.
Pavlovic. Ito. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Maguire. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Good take, and is he in? Menu. Jackson. And it's Musiala. Olise. Decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Ahmad. Diogo Dalot. Manchester United are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Matheus Cunha. Searching pass he's played there. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Maguire. Ugarte. Menu. Ahmad. Ahmad. Menu. Pavlovic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Musiala has created one goal already. And it's Davis. That's very neat. Musiala goes for the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Ahmad. Menu. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Always onto this. Diaz. Diaz! Oh, that was close. Diogo Dalot. Menu. Calmly anticipates. Ugarte. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Maguire. And it's Menu. Ahmad picks it up out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Diogo Dalot wins the duel this time. Diogo Dalot. Ahmad. He's in a good position here. And here's Menu. Now it's Maciej Cunha. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Pavlovic. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs raising at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the second half gets underway.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's Dalot. And he's well positioned here. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. And he's great chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Bruno Fernandes certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Kimmich. And it's played forward. Davis. Diaz. Musiala. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Diogo Dalot. Ahmad. Menu. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Maciej Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. That's Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! It's a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Diaz. Davis. Now, can he find a finish? That's an excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. Spread out to the left. Bruno Fernandes. That's interception. His positioning was spot on. De Ligt cuts it out. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Can he latch on to this? Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Musiala, gently done. He's found a way through. Well, that's beautiful. Tries a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Now some movement on the bench. Mount. Maciej Cunha. And here's Xerxes. Maciej Cunha. Olise does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Maciej Cunha. Diaz, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Clears it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Great defending, strong and determined. Have it back and can go again. He's in plenty of space here. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. In the middle waiting for this. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Real chance!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Maguire makes the interception.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Musiala. Diaz. And here's Jackson! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
Davis. Musiala. And here's Jackson. Oh, what a ball! Oh, that's neat. Bayern Munich don't have many options and time is running out. Olise. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. The keeper beats it away. And with that, the final whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what are your thoughts?